Welcome to Heritage Cafe, where we cook to connect.
That's always more than a recipe. We are here in scenic McHenry, Illinois, to bring you another special episode where we happen to be in the same place.
So nice to be with my boy.
This is our Thanksgiving episode.
And the great debate.
Ham or turkey?
What do you like better? What does your family serve?
There's only one correct answer for what you like better. Definitely welcome to serve whatever you want, but ham is a superior dish to turkey.
You are your father's son, for sure.
So we kind of took that concept and wanted to make two things that were identical in every way, except ham and turkey. Real loose concept is that it would be something you could make with the leftovers from your Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
So,
because Friday, game day, everybody's kind of laying around playing. Like, what could you make that'd be easy to eat, that isn't another whole meal, and that helps you get rid of all those bits and pieces of leftovers? I think we nailed it.
I think we did. It's very good.
It is.
We started with a concept for some cordon bleu balls, kind of like a meatball made with your shredded ham and turkey. And we ended up in a place that is close enough to that. Definitely some changes we could make.
Well, it's what we do. We have an idea for something and then we play. And that's what's so fun about all this, is that that's really what the cooking is. Loosely based on a recipe, but then we don't go this way with it, or we'd go that way with it. And we did it. I think we've got a lot of good ideas to do it again or in the future.
So we cheated a little bit because it's not Thanksgiving, believe it or not.
Yet.
So we took some ground turkey, and then we ground our own ham. And by ground, I mean we stuck it in a blender and blended it up real nice. And got essentially the same product, one of ham, one of turkey.
Yep.
And breaded it up real nice and mixed it with some cheese, some Gruyere, and some shredded cheddar.
Yep.
And we just packed them into meatballs.
We put a little bit of flour in there as a binder also. And an egg. We did put an egg in there to help them to bind together a little bit. And then we breaded them.
Yeah, breaded them up and dumped them in a deep fryer.
Which, everything deep fried is amazing. So
I let them firm up in the freezer for a little bit and then stuck them in the deep fryer. And it took a little bit to get the cooking timing correct.
Right.
There was one more on the dog feeder. One more timer on the dog feeder.
It's the automatic dog feeder. And, of course, he's so lucky to be able to...
Well, now we're going to get the click-clacks.
Click. Morgan, which if you haven't seen Morgan yet, he does do his own picks, football game picks on the channel on Club 602. And he's an amazing, smart dog, but is primarily motivated by the food. So, yeah.
Maybe with the directional mic, it won't be as loud.
Okay.
But we plug his show and
absolutely, he has his own show, and it's a quickie. So here's for our quickie. This is what we learned. Obviously, the ham is already cooked, so it really just needs to get warm, get the cheese to melt, and that took about 4 minutes.
Yeah, 2, 3. Because I think on that first cycle, it was probably ready to come out of there.
Yeah, it could have. Yeah, so we did 2 minutes, and it could have come out. And then the turkey, of course, because it was raw. Now, if you were using leftovers that you had just shredded, I think the time would be the same for either one. But we used raw ground turkey in this particular case, and it needed about double the time. Yeah.
And it turned out really, really nice.
They really did.
I think the biggest takeaway for me was the flavor of the breading. We needed more seasoning. We did salt and pepper,
right?
But we needed more seasoning in the breading itself, just to kind of take away from the just eating flour kind of sensation
or eating oil. Yeah.
So just a little bit of zing. No, we tried a little bit of Lowry seasoning salt, just because it was laying around and easy. I don't know what that would be if you were starting from scratch,
right?
Just something with a flavor punch to it.
And they really were good all by themselves. Very tasty and amazing with that. There's not much seasoning in them at all. So yeah, but they had a lot of flavor punch. But of course, you could use dips to further enhance the flavor of them. And we were thinking, what would you put on a sandwich if you were making leftovers and sandwiches? And we were kind of thinking Dijon mustard for the turkey ones, and maybe a honey mustard or a spicy mustard even for the ham.
You know what would be really good is the cucumber sandwich spread. That might work.
That might work.
With the ranch seasoning packet in it,
right?
And the cream cheese,
right? Oh yeah, yeah. We tried a little bit of ranch. We sauced it up with a little bit of Frank's Red Hot wing sauce, a little bit of just to try to figure out which flavor profile really we were going for. And I think anything would work, whatever your preference is.
Whatever you dip your fried goods in is going to work with these fried goods.
Absolutely. But Rick had an amazing idea as we were thinking about, well, how would we use leftovers?
Yeah, so one thing that I always enjoy from a big Thanksgiving spread is the mac and cheese. So you could pack the mac and cheese in with your meat leftovers and fry it up in balls the same way. Instead of using the shredded cheddar. It knocks out your leftovers and it would be
absolutely,
phenomenal.
and a substantial meal, totally substantial meal. So now we have to try that. So
there'd be some big meatballs.
I think there's restaurants that have fried mac and cheese on the menu, right?
Yep.
So, and now all we're doing is we're incorporating some of the meat that we have left over from the main course on Thanksgiving Day. So, yeah, absolutely.
So I have to ask, how was the ham?
Here's the thing. I'm a ham hater. So this is why we have this debate, because my husband likes ham and I just can't do it. So I like turkey, and I thought, well, maybe there's a way that I could stomach the ham this way. And you know what? It absolutely was really good. It loses that slimy, how you get the phosphorescent colors in there, and there's just something about ham I just can't do. But this way, it was great, right down the hatch.
And the turkey was good too. I'll eat all the ham ones first, but
right.
The turkey was good.
Well, let us know what kinds of things you do with your leftovers, because I'm really curious about what else we could do. And I even said, maybe I could make ham for my husband now, because I could make it in a different way the next day and eat something. So, but let us know what you do. I'm curious.
And just remember that if there's something you don't like, deep fry it. And
Exactly. And if you try this, please let us know. And if you do it with the mac and cheese, send us a picture. I would really love to see that. Like, how big do they end up? Like softball size or baseball size, or I'd really billiard ball size probably.
Yeah, that's probably like a handheld. Yeah.
Can you tell I raise boys? It's all about the sports.
So happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. A couple just show notes. I think we're going to do Christmas cookies for December.
But there's going to be a little surprise to the way we do Christmas cookies in December. So
be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
And we've got shows planned into Q2 of next year.
We're having so much fun. We're having so much fun putting together ideas, but there's always room for your input. So I would love to hear what you'd like to see us struggle through. And again, doing it in different kitchens at different times is also very interesting, because we don't get to play together like this. So yeah, let us know what you'd like to see us do.
And she did all the dishes.
Somebody had to.
Thank you for joining us on Heritage Cafe,
where we cook to connect.
And it's always more than a recipe.
See ya.